Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Flacco. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You're over here. Hey, Alpha. 55.
From the 44, Flacco. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Jones has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Carr completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, Charlie, you got tight. You got tight right there. Shit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Express. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 62 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55.
Passing play, Flacco. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
6'6", pull it high. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Target.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Smooth. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. 2nd year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinators saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. And now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, 3rd down and
3. 56. Mike. 9. 56.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, Zoo.
56. Mike's 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out comes the Raider kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
High 7.
It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
To pass, Flacco. Buying time to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Gun. Hey, Monday. Go. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Now Flacco. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Set. 8 read. You draw Corker. Defense.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. to throw his car. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Play 56, Mike 56. Bring it. Bring it.
One, later one. Bravo.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third down and 6.
Easy, kill. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing his car on third down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 9. Kill.
Throwing now is Carr. This complete to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check Mike 21. Hey! Check Mike 21. You must be getting
Gun.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 54 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Have me. Get down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Carr now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Express.
Hey, watch it.
7:34. Hey, Foxtrot.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 77 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the second down throw on target. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, over. 56.
Here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 56.
6-18.
56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
56. Check.
Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10. Yard line.
Raiders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Down. 80. Hey, 734.
Watch the slant.
Express. Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Flacco. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going with Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Setting to throw, Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Denver.
Wait, get in. Check 55 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
On 1st down, Lindsey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead.